Hi, I'm Lina. In this video, I'll guide you step by step to build a complete Notion student planner. This is a full study hub setup that helps you organize courses, assignments, and your schedule, so you can stay productive throughout the semester. And if you prefer a ready-made student planner, you can find the link below. Let's begin by creating a fresh page. First, we'll adjust some general settings. Switch the font style, turn on small text and full width, and disable page discussions. We'll call this page My Study Hub. Now let's personalize it. Add an icon and replace the cover. For the cover, I'll pick a soft pink image from Unsplash. Next, type a slash command to bring up the menu. From here, we'll insert our very first inline database, which will serve as the course library. Next, add the property of semester and insert the options. Then add the property of instructor and instructor's email. And also the course URL. After that, create another inline database. This one will be the master task list. We'll begin by adding a category property and set two options, academic and personal. Then add a multi-select text property. Here, we'll include options like recurring, admin, academic, exams, quiz or task, lab report, assignment, presentation, group project, review, reading, extracurricular, and personal. After that, add a property of ideal due date. And a property of status. I prefer changing not started to do. And displaying it as a checkbox. 0. Otherwise, it calculates the number of days between the ideal due date and today. Let's also add a formula property called timeline. Here's the logic. If status is done, show done. If the due date is past and it's not done, show overdue. If the due date is today, show today. If the due date is upcoming, show upcoming. Otherwise, display no due date. For recurring tasks, we'll need a few extra fields. Add the number property of recur interval, and the select property of recur unit. For the options, type in days, weeks, months, quarters, and years. all must be lowercase. Next, insert the formula property of next due date. Use the dateAdd function to calculate it by adding the recur interval to the ideal due date. The recur button. Set up the automation so that when clicked, it automatically creates a new entry in the master task list. The new page will copy over all the properties. Except for the due date, which will use the next due date instead. Let's tweak the database settings. Open more settings and enable sub-items, so each task can have sub-tasks. Also, make sure to update the automation on the recur button so that subtasks are included whenever it generates a new task. We are going to add a relation property to the course library. Make it a two-way relation. Add the options of not started, skimmed, clearly understood, solid, nailed it, and archived. We'll use this property later in the study scheduler page. Next, let's add another inline database, the Notes library. First, create a type property with options like lecture notes, reading notes, and personal notes. Then, set up a two-way relation to the course library so notes can be linked to their respective courses. Finally, insert the last edited time property so notes can be sorted easily. For views, let's add a gallery view of all notes, a board view grouped by type, board view grouped by related course. You can always adjust card property visibility from the settings. Now, we'll build a course page template. Start with the usual setup. Add an icon, replace the cover, cross template, add two headings, Notes and Tasks and Events. now and expand later as we continue building. Next, it's time to organize the dashboard. Create a dedicated page for the course library. Do the general setup as usual. Move the page to the top. And drag the course library database inside. Do the same for the master task list. Create a page. Adjust settings. Drop the database inside. Remember, if you make a mistake, just press Ctrl-Z to undo. Repeat this for the notes library. New page, general settings. Make one more page and name it Study Scheduler. Apply the general settings as before. Let's add a new inline database. This time linked from the data source of the master task list. Switch the layout to a table view. Turn off the option to show the page icons. And also hide the database title. Rename this view as Review and Reading. Next, set up a filter. Category should be academic, and text should include review or readings. Head over to Settings and adjust the card properties so that only these fields are visible. Name, course, mastery levels, and text. Then resize the column widths so everything looks clean and easy to read. Back in Settings, group the items by mastery level. Reorder the groups so that appear in a logical progression. Not started first, then skimmed, clearly understood, solid, renewed aid, and finally archived. This way, you'll always know which topics require your attention and which ones you have already mastered. Let's create another table view. Again, link it to the master task list as the data source. We'll name this view assignment and turn off the options to show page icons. Now apply a filter so that only tasks with the category set to academic and with text including group project, presentation, lab report, or assignment will appear here. Head into settings and limit the visible properties to just name, ideal due date, days left, course and text. Resize the columns so the table looks neat and well-spaced. While still in settings, let's display one more property, status. Change its format to a checkbox and move it all the way to the front for easier tracking. Next, duplicate the assignments view and rename this copy to tests and exams. Everything else stays the same, just adjust the filter so that the text includes quiz or tests and exams. Finally, add a sort rule. Order the task by status in ascending order. That way, any unfinished items will automatically appear at the top of the list. Now, let's add another view. This time, choose a monthly calendar. Also linked to the master task list as the data source. Go into settings and make sure the visible properties include course, status, and text. Then apply a filter so that only tasks with the category set to academic will show up in this calendar. Duplicate the monthly calendar view and rename the copy weekly calendar. Open settings, go to layout and switch the calendar display to week. Add a new table view and link its data source to the master task list. Then rename it Unfinished Academic Task. Turn off showing page icons and enable wrapping for all columns. Apply the filters so that category contains academic, text include either group project, presentation, lab report, assignment, quiz or test, or exams. And status is set to new or in progress. Finally, open settings and display only these properties: status, name, ideal due date, days left, course, and text. Look at academic tasks and events. Set the filter so that only items with the category set to academic are shown. Add a sort rule to order by status in ascending order. Then add another filter so the text includes any of the following: group project, presentation, lab report, assignment, quiz or test, or exams. And that's it for this part. Create a new template for the task and name it New Task. Change the font, turn on small text and full width. Then open Customize Layout to disable page discussion. Open Customize Layout again, click the 6 dots beside the property group, and from there add sections from the properties and arrange their order as needed. We can add an icon and cover to the template, and remember to set this template as default. Rename the default view to Unfinished Task. Apply a filter so only items with status set to do or in progress are shown. Add another filter so texts do not include review or reading. Those are study topics rather than actionable tasks. Property to keep this view focused on task execution. Add a new view and name it Academic Task. Apply a filter so only items with the category set to academic are shown. Then add another filter so tags do not contain review or reading. Add a sort to order by status in ascending order. Lastly, hide any properties you don't need in this view. Next, add a new view and name it All Tasks. Then sort the list by status in ascending order. After that, create another view called Review. Apply a filter so the text includes review or reading. And hide any properties you don't need in this view. Lastly, add one more view for recurring tasks. Set a filter to show only items where the text contains recurring. And adjust the property visibility to keep the layout clean and focused. Let's organize the Notes library page. Create a new page template for Notes and run through the usual setup. Name it New Notes, adjust the general settings, then add an icon and replace the cover. Insert the toggle heading. Inside the first toggle, add a second toggle heading. And within the second toggle, drop in an empty bulleted list so you can type your notes by sections. Finally, duplicate that empty toggle a few times to give yourself ready-made sections to fill in. Remember to set the template as default. In the Gallery view, open Layout in Settings and set the card preview to Page Cover so the grid looks more polished and aesthetic. Notes library. Because that database has multiple views, select Gallery for this block. Add a filter so the course fields contain new course. And hide the database title. Switch to the study scheduler. Click the 6 dots beside the database to duplicate the entire database. Then move that duplicate into the new course template page. Return to the template and you'll see the study scheduler embedded. Drag it so it sits under the Tasks and Events section. Finally, apply a filter across all of its views so that course contains new course. Lastly, let's build the dashboard page. Create a text block. Type navigation and set the block color to whatever you prefer. Split the layout into 2 columns. Under the navigation heading, insert a callout block. Remove its icon and then drag your pages into the callout so they are neatly grouped inside. In the second column, type this semester's courses and turn it into a heading. I would like to change the text color to pink and set it in italics. Below it, insert an inline database and set its data source to the course library. Add a gallery view, set the card preview to page cover, and display the properties course instructor and course URL. Hide the database title and add a filter so semesters shows only the current semester. Below the navigation section, add a quick links area. To create a quick link, simply highlight the text you want and insert the hyperlink to the destination. In the second column, the Select property of Day with options Monday through Friday. A location text property and a notes text property. Hide the database title and add a broad view group by date. And arrange the groups in weekday order. Create a new schedule template and set it as the default. Once that's done, you can delete the original table view. Under the Quick Links section, add a simple daily timetable. Insert the basic table and split it into 2 columns. In the first column, type the time. Leave the second column for your activities. Under Schedule, add a Task List section. Below the heading, insert an inline database and link its data source to the master task list. Select the All Task view. Hide any unnecessary properties. And group the items by timeline. Duplicate the All Task view. Switch the Duplicate to List view and name it All Task List. Set it to show a new due date, status, and text. Make status display as a checkbox. Then arrange the property order. Below the section, I would like to add some images for visual context. Under the decorations, let's add a section of reminders. Add a new study scheduler section at the bottom. Open the study scheduler page. Duplicate the database. And move the duplicate to the dashboard page. Lastly, add a notes section beneath the study scheduler. Under the heading, insert an inline database and set its data source to the notes library. Switch the view to gallery and hide the database title. That's a wrap for today. If this was helpful, subscribe and leave a comment with what you'd like to see next.